on the administration of the INM in the late 90s. The INM had been launched by the AANP, and they didn't have the capacity at that point in time to keep the foundation going. And I was working at National College of Naturopathic Medicine, which is now NUNM, and I was working with the president's office under Clyde Jensen, and he had a vision for professional development that included a strong educational nonprofit association, a strong AANP, and a strong public education foundation. That this was his triad of strength. And working for him, he asked me to develop the INM. And so I took that on as part of a duty as assigned at that point in time, and became the executive director. And at that point in time, the representatives were all the presidents of each of the naturopathic colleges and 2 board members from the AANP. And I stayed in that role for a few years as part of my duties at NCNM, and then separately as a volunteer position. And I was with the INM until maybe 2012-ish, around in that time. So a long time. Well, initially it was a little bit intimidating because there were all these high profile, really important national and international strong opinionated leaders at the table. And it was kind of my job to manage them as a group or create them into a collaboration, because at that time, early on, the naturopathic colleges frequently considered each other competitors more than partners. And so building that partnership was a little intimidating, but the folks in naturopathic medicine are pretty amazing. And so that turned into great challenging work. And the collaboration ended up launching other great organizations like the Association of Colleges and research, international research collaborations, and the Student Association. So it all was a great, wonderful work. And I spent probably 15 years or more just studying how to build the profession of naturopathic medicine. So it was very rewarding, because at that time, things were moving, things were happening. And I got to have a little piece of it. I also always felt that that I was the patient representative at the table, so that was helpful sometimes too. That was my biggest hope, because the INM was really small, was really under-resourced. Again, not everybody was always understanding the value of collaboration. And all I kept saying is it's going to be so important. It's going to be the most important organization in the big picture, in the long term. We just have to keep it going, and it will all come. It will all come. So I am so thrilled that the INM has flowered and grown and continues to be there. It's everything I hoped for. Well, I have kind of a perspective that, again, bringing the patient perspective to the table, that naturopathic medicine exists and grows and goes because of patient demand, and they're the patients are the ones who kept the flame burning and continue to grow it. So I think that as long as that concept isn't lost, as long as as the battles for physician rights and scope of practice and political positioning and all those things don't ever displace, the patient. As long as that doesn't happen, it's all a win.